What a great carousel. All right, guys, you get the rabbit, get the whale and the lobster and the butterfly, got the squirrel, the fox and the hawk, the lobster, turtle, seal, grasshopper. How you doing? Hi, good, thanks. Smells so good. Hi. Hi. Really nice. Love the ice creams. Really cute. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Enjoy yours. Hi, good, thank you. Really cool. Beautiful butterfly. Awesome. Thank you. Really, really nice. A lot of work. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
How you doing today?
Hi. Awesome.
Thanks.
Really nice. Are these from photos?
Those are, yeah, they're all our original photos. You got a 10? Awesome. These are all original photos. All of our Boston ones are out in front over here. All right, you want to go sit this time? Yeah. Want a bag? Nope. No backpack. Thank you very much. You all set. Thank you. So they're $10 each. The double ones are 20.
Awesome. You're here every weekend?
Sporadically because of COVID this year.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. Depends on the weather, everything.
Yeah, I noticed your tie downs. That's really smart.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Yeah. All right.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you so much. Hi. Yes, I've seen these things sell like hotcakes. Plymouth, the guy was like killing it down in Plymouth one day. All right, thank you very much. Yep. Hi, Beverly Bees. All of this is made out of wax from bees?
Yep, all these candles are 100% pure beeswax. Our skincare is also beeswax based as well. There are a few other organic ingredients in there also. And all of our honey comes from our hives and is local to the area.
Is that right? Wow. So when they say mind your beeswax, you're really minding it.
Oh yes.
Really cool.
Thank you.
And the bees are kind of scarce right now, right?
Yeah, overall there is a lot of issues kind of plaguing beehives, which is actually pretty much the reason why our business started, as a way of kind of helping to support the bees. We are essentially running a bee sanctuary at our farm almost. What happens is we actually do bee removals. So if you call and say, I have bees at my house or something like that, can you please come and remove them? What we do is we come out and do an inspection. If they are honeybees, what we can do is we can actually remove them at no cost, and we kind of bring them back to our farm and sort of help take care of the swarms that we get there and help them build up and become. So we do what's called a host a hive program, where basically you as like a homeowner would pay us a yearly fee, and we essentially bring our bees and one of our hives to your property, and we kind of maintain it throughout the year. At the end of the season, you get some honey and beeswax out of the deal from your hive, and you also get to brag to your friends that you're a beekeeper without actually having to do any of the work for it. So that helps us because we kind of get more space to kind of keep our hives and our bees, and we also get to kind of have different varieties of honey from different yards, different plants and flowers and all that stuff. stuff too, while also giving the bees a nice new home.
Yes. Okay, that sounds interesting. Do you know Damon John from Shark Tank?
From what?
Damon John from Shark Tank?
I have, yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, he had somebody come down and put bees in his yard, you know, to help save the bees.
Yeah, I know there are a few different companies that do it. Boston Bees is another one. They mostly do like city stuff on top of the skyscrapers and everything. Like actually they maintain some hives that are on top of the Fairmount Copley.
Oh, really?
Square, actually. So there's a number of companies that are kind of doing that. We service a pretty large area. We service pretty much all of eastern Massachusetts and some of southern New Hampshire also.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the area we carved out for hosting hives.
Wow. It's really amazing what you can do.
Yeah.
Now you guys have molds and then you pour the wax into the mold?
Yep. So all the candles that we make are done with molds. We are in the process right now of moving to a new store space where we'll have a new candle workshop set up. So we are looking into dipping some candles also. It's a bit of a different process, so it's something we're kind of working on right now just because we're a bit new to that. But everything you see here is done with silicone molds. It's nice because beeswax shrinks a little bit when it cools down, so it's very easy to kind of just pull the candles out of the mold after we let them cure.
Okay, could I just have a card?
Sure.
All right, thank you very much. And you guys are here usually on weekends?
Yeah, we're here every Saturday.
So do they allow this setup here during the week?
I'm not sure if it's during the week. I know that they do have this market here every Saturday over the summer. I believe it goes into mid-September here. I don't think they have the market during the week. Those two are actually the market managers. They'd be able to answer that question for you also. It is a little bit more than what you'd see in the store. It depends on the size you get. Our biggest jars, the 16 ounces, run at $36. The smallest ones that we sell, these 3-ounce jars, are $10.
Okay.
So it's kind of just within that range.
Right. Right. It takes a lot of nectar to make 1 pound of honey.
To just make that 1 pound of honey.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Yes.
I mean, we have been scaling up over the last couple of years, so we are now at about 200 hives across the region. So we have a good amount of hives, more than most other smaller beekeepers around here. And even still then, it's like we can only harvest so much honey during the season because, you know, we need to save some for the bees so they can survive over the winter too.
Now they actually eat their own honey.
Yeah, so that's basically what they kind of use as their main food source. Basically around here, they spend like the spring and summer months when there's a lot of flowers blooming, essentially just building up the amount of honey that they have in their hive. And they basically save that and they'll use it if they are either not able to like get nectar at some point, like if there's a drought and they're having trouble finding plants that are producing a lot of nectar, or they'll use it for food over the winter when they can't really go forage for nectar or pollen or anything like that. They kind of use the stored honey in their hives as their food source to sustain them throughout the winter season.
Right. Yeah, you really don't think of it like that. You know, the bees are they're working really hard, right, to make the honey, and then you guys come along and take the honey that they made, right?
It's a delicate balance between trying to harvest enough honey for our business and also making sure that the bees have enough honey.
Right.
What we essentially do is if the hive is kind of full of honey, if you've ever seen like beehives, you know, they're like those boxes stacked up on top of each other. So those boxes usually contain about 10 wax frames. And what we'll basically do is make sure that each hive has about 2 of those boxes full of honey at the end of the season, and that's generally going to be enough, or more than enough anyway, for bees to survive through the winter.
How many bees in a hive?
It can vary by a lot. Anywhere from typically like a couple thousand, you can even have like 10,000, 50,000 bees just in one hive, depending on how big it is.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
I couldn't really tell you the exact amount of bees that we have, just because the hives can kind of wildly range in size, even just in like a couple weeks' time. So
can you look at a beehive and pretty much say, okay, there's probably like 10,000 bees in that hive by the size of it?
My bosses probably could.
Yeah.
They're much more experienced at this than I am personally. I'm not much of a beekeeper. I mostly just make the candles and go to these markets.
Right.
But yeah, you would be able to kind of look at this general size of the hive, see how kind of populated it is, how sort of densely the bees are packed together, and you would be able to get some idea there of how many bees are going to be in the hive.
Right.
It can vary a little. It can vary pretty wildly, like I said, but you can generally get a good idea just from looking at a couple of those boxes.
Okay, it sounds interesting. All right, thank you very much.
Sure.
All right, how you doing? Custom cube mods, how you doing? So you can have your own cube made? That's cool.
Yeah, so these are all handmade. So I start with a regular cube as a base, and I modify the shape, stickers, colors, everything.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. All right, thank you. Enjoy yours.
Hi.
Thank you. Everything looks really good.
What's that?
I said everything looks really good.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
A lot of our wood is from the Boston Common and the local green space.
Okay.
Yeah, so fallen trees, and
Beautiful.
the woodworker has a connection with the arborist who takes them down. So.
All right. Is it okay to take a card?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Hey, hello there. Beautiful work. Do you guys make all of this?
Oh yes.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
A lot of work, huh?
Oh yes.
A lot of work. Beautiful breeze coming through here. Got some keychains there. I'm surprised you aren't making some right now. You know, while you're sitting here.
Yeah, I know. But most of it, even my family back home, they're from Kenya.
Really?
Yeah, so they make it and then they ship it to the store.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Beautiful, beautiful work.
Thank you very much.
Now, for example, how much would a basket like this cost?
$45.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got to get that because,
Yeah.
you know, it's a lot of work.
It's a
They
lot
got to
of work.
ship it,
Yeah.
and then you guys have to sell it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good
Okay, yep. All right. See you later.